When another country invades a country and takes over land, this is an act of war. Now, Mattis is out there and he says it's perplexing. Adding additional information did not reveal any Russian forces among the attackers. Why they chose to initiate this attack, well, you'll have to ask them. Now, what's confusing about this whole thing is that nobody really knows what happened there. Now, Russia is saying, well, this is what they believe happened here from the reports that they're getting from Syria. The pro-government Syrian militiamen have come under attack by the U.S.-led coalition while they were conducting an operation against the Islamic State terrorists north of the city of Deir ez-Zor. The information about the incident contradicts U.S. claims that the Syrian militias attacked Washington allies. First of all, how can 500-strong unit attack a headquarters with the support of tanks, artillery, and injure only one of the attackers? This is coming from Zakharova during a briefing. She said, how could the people inside the headquarters be able to survive in these conditions for at least a half an hour that is needed for aviation to arrive at the scene? How could a decision to open a massive fire to defeat the Syrian militiamen be made in such a short period of time? What she said,
I got a script. It's Proverbs 19, verse 9. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. And that's what you're seeing, that America's nothing but filthy liars. The so-called white man is a filthy liar. And all these other countries are calling them out on their lies. So soon their destruction comes.
Is that this was planned. This was planned by the deep state. The deep state wants us to get into war. They're attacking on purpose. Now, a lot of people are going to say, no, this is Trump. He's doing this. So let's say, and let's back up for a second. Trump removed the funding for the moderate rebels, the Syrian Democratic Forces, the Kurd armed forces. He removed all the funding. He actually had the U.S. destroy the Islamic State in Syria, and he actually spoke to Putin and said that Assad is the elected leader of Syria. It's a sovereign country. Then he decided that he was going to attack the Syrian armed forces. I mean, does that really make any sense? No. What is happening here is that we have two sides in the same country. Now, people say, well, how could that be? He has full control. Really? So let's go back a little bit further. If he really does have full control, how were there leaks in the government when he came into office? How is the corporate media pushing the Russian collusion against Trump when it really doesn't exist?
I'm going to bring this script out again. Mark 3, verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom stand divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And that's what this is. This is the end of you devils, the so-called white man. You're done.
How is there a special counsel, which is Mueller, in there investigating when there's nothing to investigate if Trump is truly in power? He's not in power. How is the intelligence agencies hiding all this information? Because he's not truly in power. He doesn't have full control, especially what is going on in the Middle East. And remember, there are many other countries that are with the deep state. They're not with Trump. They're with the deep state. And they're still pushing their agenda in these areas. Think about it. When he bombed the base in Syria, fired those missiles, Russia was warned, Syria was warned, the base was empty, a lot of the missiles didn't even make it, destroyed nothing, the base was open in an hour. At that point, what was the purpose of that? Why didn't he invade? That was the perfect time. Why wait until the Islamic State is completely annihilated? Why remove the funding from the Kurds if he's trying to separate Syria into Kurdish and whatever Assad's going to have? Why do that? What they're doing right now is they're battling it out inside of Syria. Russia, part of the Pentagon, they're working to remove the Islamic State. We then have the deep state with the intelligent operatives still in Syria, pushing their agenda with the Syrian Democratic Forces, with Al-Qaeda, with whatever Islamic State soldiers are left. They're still pushing their agenda inside there, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to get a war started. Basically, they're striking back, and they're trying to create chaos in this region. Now, Russia is out there saying these zones around the military base Al-Tanf, they're using these zones to basically protect the Islamic State. Now, we know Obama, the intelligence agencies, they've been protecting the terrorist groups all along. They airlift